I, 39 me, was in WM buying a few groceries and a single alcoholic drink. My daughter, 18F, was with me. It was one of those strawberry Rita drinks. I don't know exactly what they are called. I don't drink them. It was for my wife. The cashier scans everything, asks for my ID, then asks for my daughter's ID. I laugh a little and ask why she needs my daughter ID. She says everyone in the party is required to show ID for alcohol to be purchased. Now I'm white, like from the mountains of Caucasus, white, and my daughter is mixed. I've spent her and her sister's entire lives explaining that they are my kids and not some random kids I found and decided to hang with. Fast forward. Some words are exchanged. I showed the cashier my phone background, which is a family photo. She still says she needs an ID. I ask for a CSM. CSM arrives and ultimately sides with me and lets me pay for my groceries. The issue lies in the lady behind me. She was an old lady and was visibly annoyed the entire time. I apologized to her during the interaction, but while we were waiting on the CSM, she started talking at the person behind her, saying stuff like, all this over alcohol, all this trouble for some beer, etc. Now, my daughter was slightly embarrassed, but she said I should have just left and not purchased the alcohol. I feel like that would have been like saying, hey, look at me. I'm an older guy attempting to buy alcohol for an underage girl. And that would have sent a message to everyone else involved that I am not okay with sending. I explained that to my kid, and she doesn't think anyone would have thought that, and said I just made everyone's day a little harder over a can of beer, and ultimately embarrassed her. I felt bad for her and do have a fear she will not want to go places with me for fear of it happening again. I feel like people looking at your dad and thinking he is a creep is way worse than a cashier not believing your dad is your dad. Besides that, should I have just told the cashier to keep the stupid beer and to hell with what message it sent and saved my daughter from the embarrassment? First off, thanks for all the positive feedback and reassurances. She seems to be over it today, and hopefully we can laugh about it next time we go grocery shopping. I might act like I'm buying some alcohol just to mess with her. I do want to clear a few things up, though. I don't think the cashier was giving me a hard time because of some sort of racism or anything like that. I mentioned our skin color because people tend to assume I'm not her dad because we have different color skin. That's it. Cashier wasn't being racist. I wasn't giving the cashier a hard time. I just wanted a resolution, and she was unable to resolve the issue, so a manager needed to step in. I understand she was following WM protocol, regardless of how stupid it is. She is making 11 hours as a cashier. She isn't writing the rules, but she will lose her job if she doesn't follow them. This is why my question was, should I have just walked out, or did I do the right thing? And not, should I have bitched out the cashier? It was a single margarita drink. I wasn't buying kegs. For the very few that are acting like I should have left my kid at home because I was planning on purchasing alcohol, or told her to wait in the car while I went grocery shopping, or whatever else, that's insane. You should be able to go grocery shopping with your kids, even if you purchase things with age limits. You wouldn't say the same thing about spray paint, Sudafed, or ammunition, to name a few. I had no idea this rule was even a thing, so I didn't know I needed to be prepared for it by sending my daughter to the car early or have her wait by the exit for me. Again, thank you all so much for the feedback. It really did make me feel better about the situation. Sending selfies, sexual comments, racist comments, identifying information to strangers he meets on various games. Fortnite, Roblox. Other parent went through his phone the other day and found all of this. Kid is 12 years old. We're losing count, Ray. Number of times we've had this conversation. We've done the lectures about safety. He is either unwilling or unable to care about this. He's a lonely kid, struggles socially IRL. Games are where he feels competent, gets to escape. I get it. I played video games when I was a kid, I did dumb shit online when I was a kid, and also, he is literally endangering himself and our family. Outside of saying no more online games, which is what we're doing, what else? Is there a way for him to regain our trust? Is it just no games forever? It feels like taking away the games is a first step, but insufficient. He is in therapy, as of recently-ish, and it seems to be going well but slowly. which is fine and better than not at all.